Well, as I said, these three lines: do not cheat the Buddha, do not betray your heart, do not deceive living beings. They're from a fellow named Zhi, a 6th century Chinese Buddhist monk. And although these lines are found within you can almost call it a meditation manual that was transcribed from some of his talks, and his talks were given to monks. In fact, he makes it clear throughout that he's not just talking about people in ideal conditions for meditation or for practicing, but it's accessible to everyone. Again and again, as he talks about the Dharma, as he talks about practicing, of waking up, he makes it very simple, very practical, very accessible to everyone, not just Buddhists. In fact, I'll say a bit more about this tomorrow, but Zhi himself as a practitioner was very inclusive in his teachings and within the culture that he taught in. There weren't just Buddhists, but also other traditions, Confucianism, Taoism, and he drew in aspects from their teaching as they drew in aspects of his teaching into their practice. So it seems his work is very relevant in a way to practicing within Triratna, which is drawn from different threads of Buddhism. And I think it speaks very, very clearly about the fact that labels are just labels, and we can go beneath that to access, in a way, the common sense, the compassion and wisdom that we can find within the Dharma. And these three lines, which we'll get to unpack over the course of the weekend and unpack in our own understanding. Bodhi Leela and I will suggest some things, explore some things, but this is your retreat. It's your opportunity to say, well, what does that mean for me? How might I find those lines useful or not? So each day there'll be a talk, as Bodhi Leela said, in the middle of the day. And so very conveniently, there are 3 lines, 3 days. So yes, you do the maths. So on Saturday, we'll do the first line, Sunday the second, Monday the third line. So give us an opportunity not only to explore those lines, those understandings of what it means to cheat and betray and deceive. What does the Buddha, what does our heart mean? What do living beings mean to us? We'll have lots of time to explore that through practice, through discussion, different kinds of practices, as Bodhi Leela said, body practice, ritual, and whatnot, so that we can start tapping into what makes our own heart sing. What is our true heart? What is the true ethics of our being? How do we truly feel free? So we'll look at that over the next few days. But for right now, as a way of, I guess, introducing ourselves to each other, because there's a number of us, I thought it might be helpful to, instead of speaking, and sometimes the first day it might be a bit much for everyone to speak, if you want to put in the chat bar something. So I'll give you ideas what we can say. So if you could put in the chat bar your name, where you are, although some people have already said, and thinking back over the last day or the last week, what has made your heart sing? Yeah. What has made your heart sing? Keep it simple, keep it practical. And I'll just, start out and do it myself. So Pushpa in North London. And what made my heart sing was waking up in the middle of the night to find our handsome tabby Vajra curled up next to me. And that did make my heart sing. It's the best thing to wake up in the middle of the night and have a cat next to you. That's what I thought. So if other people would like to say what they find where they are. So Virginia, hello, Virginia. Virginia has come and stayed with Vajra and looked after him. And walking in nature makes her heart sing. So anyone else, feel free, just put your name, where you are, and what makes your heart sing. Pauline and Ben in Dublin. Oh, a garden and sunshine. Indeed, particularly at this time of year, that real blossoming. It's a really wonderful time of year to get in touch with our hearts, isn't it? As things grow and change. Christy, gosh, we're all over the place. This is wonderful. South Africa, a little kitten, meowing. Great. Christopher from Boston. Hello, Boston. I'm from Maine, just a few hundred miles north of you. Taking deep breaths makes your heart sing. Egle, Southwest London. Baby goddaughter. How wonderful. Penny. Hello, Penny. Experiences of Sangha and her dove and pigeon. Oh. Justin from Edinburgh. Wow. How wonderful. Your partner's moved in. That's great. Mike from East Peckham. Grandchildren. This is great. How connecting we're seeing how important connection is. Paula in Tottenham. Yeah, hey, I'm in Tottenham too. A friend sent a beautiful poem her way. Heather, Yellow Tulips. Great, Heather. And in Sheffield. Wow, you're a brave woman, swimming in a freezing lake. Sue in Norfolk, looking over the North Sea. Hirsch. Oh, wow. That sounds lovely. The sun at Marble Arch. Millie, enjoying morning meditation. Fantastic. Aunt and Wendy, Cape Town, walking in wilderness. And a message from her sister. Oh, that's wonderful. The things that make our hearts sing are connections, walking in sunshine. Bodhi Leela, you have to say something too. You can't escape this, darling. Here she is, walking with a dear friend on Zoom. Oh, how wonderful. Great. Early morning Mountain Dew. Amanda, yoga, meditation. Yes, indeed, yoga and meditation. And strolling down Portobello Road. Wow. I haven't been there for a while. Howdy, walking in local park and seeing. So we're seeing some beautiful things of what makes people's hearts sing, isn't it? Connection to other beings, connections to nature, connection with music. This is really, it is very much what making our heart sing, connecting the self and something bigger. Connection to people and seeing beauty. So that's great. I think probably is just about everyone. So thank you everyone for doing that. I feel like I already know. Oh, and the 7 a.m. meditation, Kadi, you're great. I already have a sense that the people are here and how you already have tapped into this idea of what makes your heart sing, and well, being true to that, really making sure you nourish yourself. But we'll continue to explore that in various ways throughout the weekend. But thank you very much for all that. That's great. Really good. Okay. I think now, Bodhilila, do you think it's time to move over to the practice session of the evening? Or
Yes.
Yes, that was definitive.
Yes, let's get down to the business of practice.
All right. None of this chat